Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make this live presentation possible. I'm Sean McPherson with Table Rock Sports, coming to you live from North Salem High School in Salem, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring North Salem and Grants Pass. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Salem School District and our sponsor business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for this event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know they appreciate your support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel on YouTube. Search Table Rock Sports and click on the red subscribe button. Thank you if you already have. So North Salem and Grants Pass set to do battle. A little bit of a later kickoff tonight. 7:15 kickoff. We are 6 minutes out. Quick rundown of these two teams before we pop out to break. Grants Pass coming in at a record of 3-2 so far this season. They are 1-2 in conference. That one win coming over West Salem, but nonetheless a much improved year under Brad Page in his first season as head coach. Meanwhile, North Salem comes in 4-1, 2-1 in conference, and both of these teams are currently right in the middle of the standings, right next to each other. So it should be a great game tonight. Grants Pass number 29 in the OSAA, and North Salem comes in at number 25. We'll pop out to break, finish up our pregame show, and then kickoff right here on TableRockSports.net in just a matter of moments.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Moments away from the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular, between North Salem and Grants Pass. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. My name is Sean McPherson, coming to you live with TableRockSports.net and at North Salem High School on a beautiful Friday evening. Finish up our pregame show as both teams participate in the coin toss. North Salem, as I mentioned, comes in as the home team today, number 25 in OSAA. coached by Jeff Flood, who has been with North Salem for 15 years. And they come in with a record of 4-1. Been a really good season. That lone loss becomes at North Medford a couple weeks ago. They bounced back last week at McNary. They're led by their running back, Josiah Davis, one of the leading rushers in the entire state. There will be more on him throughout the night, but that's a player to watch out for North Salem. Meanwhile, for Grants Pass, much improved, 1-8 last year, but they come in with a record of 3-2. They started the year 2-0. Had a tough loss against South Salem on the road. Bounced back with a win at home against West Salem. And they're coming off of a very close loss against North Medford last week. They were stuffed inside the 20-yard line in the closing moments of that game. But they are coached by Brad Page in his first season. He's replacing John Musser after a long tenure at Grants Pass of 14 seasons. Coin toss just took place. We are about a minute and 50 seconds until kickoff. Thanks to our sponsors for powering our live high school athletic streams, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. North Salem's going to receive the football first, wearing red jerseys, white numbers, black helmets. Grants Pass, meanwhile, as you can see on your stream, is wearing all white helmets, white jerseys, white pants with blue numbers. Kick it off from the 40-yard line from left to right. Beautiful spot for our broadcast, right on the 50-yard line tonight. Beautiful setup here on a beautiful October night at North Salem High School. Right behind the North Salem bench. And back deep for North Salem is going to be number 12, Damari Thompson. He's the main one back deep. I also see Josiah Davis, the aforementioned Josiah Davis. You'll see him in the backfield all night. He is also back deep for the kickoff return. Start time 7:15. We are all set for football here at North Salem High School. Aiden Dietz boots it off, and we are underway. A couple of North Salem players grab it, and it ends up in the hands of one Viking. That's Eric Gonzalez, who's wrapped down at the 20-yard line, and it's time to meet the North Salem offense. TC Manu Maleuna is the quarterback, the junior, 6'2", 205. Having a solid season so far. He wears number 6. 545 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks, but this team likes to run the ball. They're more of a running offense with Josiah Davis in that backfield. Josiah Davis gets the handoff towards the right side, trucks a defender, and picks up about 7 along the way before being wrapped down at the 28-yard line. Be a second down and 3. Josiah Davis so far is 7th in the state with 576 rushing yards this season. He's also got 8 rushing touchdowns. That's 6th in the state. Looks like he's out on this play, however. Damari Thompson in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, and he fumbles it. And it's a loose football, and it's claimed by Grants Pass at the 18-yard line. Not the start that North Salem had hoped for. It is officially Grants Pass football. And making that recovery looks like 5-2 for Grants Pass, 5-3. Believe that was David Hang making that play. It had real potential for a scoop and score. But a Grants Pass Caveman fell, slipped on the turf. And nonetheless, they'll take it at the 19-yard line. A great start for the Cavemen. And here comes Jace Blanchard, the quarterback in the pistol. Now the running back, number 4 for Grants Pass. Trevor Reeves, he lines up to the left side. He'll take the handoff, and he will burst through the whole 4. Pickup of 2 before he's wrapped up. Jace Blanchard, the senior quarterback, 6'1", 160, under center. And he'll give it to the fullback, and he's not going to go too far, being hard pressed to be taken down, but nonetheless, he'll pick up about 3 yards. That was number 44 for Grants Pass. That was Bruxton Lair, the defensive star for the Cavemen. Picks up about 1. After all of that effort, and now it's going to be a 3rd and long for the Cavemen from the 18-yard line. So it's Blanchard and Reeves in the backfield. Blanchard takes the shotgun snap, play action, going towards the right side, completed pass, first down, I believe. And that one was caught by Aiden Dietz on the slant. Does he have enough for the first down? He does. They're going to move the chains. He picked up 9 or 10 on 3rd down and 8. And now a first down and goal for the Cavemen. So pistol set. No longer a pistol set. Reeves moves to the left side, and I think North Salem might have jumped. Indeed, they did. Encroachment against the Vikings of North Salem. And you can move Grants Pass now down to the 3-yard line. 5-yard penalty. First and goal from the 3. Grants Pass looking to jump out on front. Here was just 9:42 left to play in this first quarter. Just getting started here at North Salem High School on a Friday night. Reeves the back. Moves to the right shoulder of Blanchard, the quarterback. Shotgun snap. Reeves takes it up the middle and walks in. Touchdown, Grants Pass. A quick start after the forced turnover, the fumble by North Salem. They got it at the 18 and executed enough to walk in the end zone from 3 yards out. That was Trevor Reeves picking up the touchdown and a 6-0 start for the Cavemen. Extra point. It was a fake. They ended up trying to run it in, and that is no good. So it'll stay 6-0. And North Salem is due to get the football back after a Grants Pass kick. So an 18-yard drive for Grants Pass, ending in a 3-yard touchdown by the Cavemen. Trevor Reeves gets the score from 3 yards out. His 4th touchdown of the season. Make sure a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included on your next trip to Grants Pass. First-class food and a new menu awaits you. The gem of the Thomason Hospitality Group, Tap Rock. Thanks for joining us here at Little John Field at North Salem High School. North Salem got the football first and quickly fumbled. Grants Pass took over possession and went 18 yards down the field and got a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Trevor Reeves. They lead 6-0 after missing the extra point. And now it's Dietz to kick it long to North Salem. And it's going to be very long, not going to be touched by the Vikings. And now out comes the offense for North Salem once again with 9:30 left to go in the first quarter. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365, fueling your adventure to see 21 pilots in Portland. Download the Peak Rewards app to earn free fountain drinks and coffee. So here comes TC Manu Malayuna, the quarterback for the Vikings. Josiah Davis lined up slightly off to the left side. about 5 yards back. Expect to see a lot of him today in this offense. They'll play fake to him, and they're looking deep, looking for some separation is Eric Gonzalez. A strong throw by Manu Maliuna. A little bit too strong, a little bit too far, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Pistol set with a fullback off to the left side, and Josiah Davis takes the carry from behind Manu Maliuna, and he'll rumble forward for about 3 yards. And an injured Caveman is down at the 20-yard line. And it looks like that's Bruxton Lair. So they'll attend to him. And we'll take a timeout. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 6 and Grants Pass 0. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We'll be right back.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
So the injured Grants Pass player has been helped off the field with some assistance, and now it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for North Salem, trailing 6-0 here at Little John Field on a Friday night here in Salem, Oregon. TC Manu Maliuna. Josiah Davis gets the handoff from Manu Maliuna, and he's going to be very close to the 1st down mark, and he'll get it. Picks up about 5 on 3rd down and 5. They give him the benefit of the doubt, and they move the chains to the Vikings. North Salem's offense so far this year. Week 1, they put up 35 points. Week 2, 46. Week 3, 26 points. And then in their lone loss, they scored 13. And then last week, they get back on track with a 21-point performance as Manu Maliuna completes his first pass. That's going to be off to the right side. And that one was caught by Pierce Walker for a gain of about 4. Tackled by Aiden Dietz. Pickup of 6. 7:55 left to go in this first quarter. 6-0 lead for the Cavemen. Looking to improve on their 3-2 record so far this season. A couple of non-conference victories for the Cavemen. Beat Shasta, team in California. And they beat Caldera as Josiah Davis gets the sweep handoff to the weak side, and he's fighting for extra yardage, but he's only going to get about 2 yards. That'll set up a 3rd down and 2. Nice job so far by Grants Pass, containing Josiah Davis, one of the best running backs in the entire state. As I mentioned earlier, Josiah Davis, 7th in the state in rushing yards, 6th in the state with 8 rushing touchdowns. Number 5 for North Salem. And that's the identity of this offense. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1. Davis takes the handoff, and he's got space. And he was one missed tackle away from breaking that thing open. Instead, he gets dragged down, shoestring tackle at the 45-yard line. Nearly the explosive play that North Salem is looking for. 1st down and 10. And North Salem is across midfield into Grants Pass territory. Pistol offense. It's going to be a fake jet sweep and then a handoff up the middle. Josiah Davis breaks a couple of tackles, shifts it out to the left side, and he's got blockers in front. He shifts it more to the left side, and he is dragged down at the 20-yard line. Josiah Davis starting to get going here for North Salem. Couple of big runs in a row. Great blocking on that play. Pickup of about 25, and Josiah Davis will catch a breather on the sideline. The lone back, kind of in that full back position, is Jarek Wangler, and he will get the handoff, but Grants Pass not fooled this time. A little bit of extracurriculars after that play. Just a pickup of 1. Kane Robinson fought after the whistle. 5:15 left to play in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on a lovely Friday night. Little John Field at North Salem High School in Salem, Oregon. I'm Sean McPherson with TableRockSports.net. It's Kyler Hammond in the position that Josiah Davis, who's taking a breather, is usually in the jet sweep this time towards the left side, and a pickup of about 8. It was Damari Thompson who got the jet sweep towards the weak side, and now here comes Josiah Davis back into the game. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3. And a 6-0 lead for Grants Pass. Pistol set. Wangler and Davis the backs, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Davis, and this is going to be another close call. I think he might be short this time on the 3rd down and 3. We'll see how they rule this. And it looks like it's going to be 4th down. Fourth down. Spot looks a little bit ungenerous to me. It's a 4th down and 3. It looked like he got more than, it was 3rd down and 3. It looked like he got more, about 2 yards, but it's 4th down and 3, and Josiah Davis is going to be fed once again, and this time he's got more than the first down, nearly a touchdown. He takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. And Josiah Davis has been responsible for everything on this drive. Mark North Salem down at the 2 as they look to answer. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Same formation, Wangler in the middle. Off slightly to the left is Josiah Davis. Give it to him once again. Same play. Davis fighting for every yard, and he's going to be marked just shy of the end zone. Going to be down at inside the 1. Second and goal from inside the 1. Second and goal. This time Davis will be flanked right behind the quarterback, and he will get it again. No surprise, and this time he barrels his way in. Touchdown, North Salem. Only right that Josiah Davis is the one who gets the touchdown. He did all the work to get North Salem down the field. After giving up the first touchdown of the day, they now tie it up at 6 points apiece. And they'll look to take the lead, and the kicker for North Salem is also Josiah Davis. So he wants to be responsible for every single point for this team. Snap is clean, and the extra point is up and through. So 7-6, the score after North Salem marches field. And the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6. John L. Scott of Ashland, Medford, and Eugene. We'll pop out to a break and come right back here at Little John Field.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6, with 2:14 left to go in the first quarter. Kickoff return is slightly muffed by Grants Pass, and the ball's in the hands of North Salem. It was a fumble by Grants Pass. Believe it was Malachi Kenyon who coughed up the football. Ball was muffed initially. It looked like he had clean possession of it. And then North Salem just stole it away. So now it's going to be Viking ball at the 26-yard line. Great field position for the Vikings after their first touchdown of the day. So back out is the North Salem offense, fresh off of a long drive to score their first touchdown. And Josiah Davis will get the play fake, and they're looking deep. They're looking for it all, and once again, just past the outstretched hands of, this time, Pierce Walker. Saw them go deep on the play fake for Eric Gonzalez. That time, Pierce Walker nearly held it in. Just a little bit too strong from Manu Maleuna. That's what you want to do if you're North Salem. Been establishing the run. They're a run-heavy team, but every once in a while you want to see if you can catch your opponent off at 15 yards. So you recover the fumble at the 26, and now suddenly you're back at the 41. So second down, and we'll call it 20. No, we'll call it 25. Second down and 25. with 1:47 seconds and running here in the first quarter. North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6. Manu Maliuna, play fake once again. He's going to look towards the left side, and once again too strong from Manu Maliuna. A little bit of contact there on the left sideline. No call. Pass was intended for Eric Gonzalez, the number 1 receiver for this Vikings team. And now we're going to see Wangler, the power back, come out. And it looks like this is going to be a obvious passing down for North Salem, unless they want to play it conservative. So Davis, the lone back, 1 receiver close to the line, off to the right side, 2 out wide to the left. Manu Maliuna under pressure right away, and he's going to be sacked. Number 14 for Grants Pass is Luke Morgan, and he gets credit for the solo sack. Suddenly, it's about 3rd and 35, 4th and 35 now for North Salem. They got themselves in all sorts of trouble after recovering that fumble. So we've seen 2 fumbles so far. Grants Pass took advantage. North Salem did not take advantage. And a fumble once again. A muffed punt. What are you going to do with this? Running out to the left, and this is going to be great field position for Grants Pass. Great play by number 53 for the Cavemen, David Hang. After the punter for the Vikings, he just dropped the snap. And then he didn't have enough room to get the punt off, so he tried to do things himself, and it was a great tackle by the Cavemen. So Grants Pass is going to start this possession at North Salem's 38-yard line. 50 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Here's Jace Blanchard. Down by a point, 6-7, and the pass out to the right side in the flat. It's going to be caught for about 5 yards. Nice grab there by Luke Morgan, same player who just had that sack. Pistol set. Bunch formation with 1 receiver out to the left side. The running back is Gabe Blay, and he'll take the draw. And he's got some space, wiggling around and powering his way across the 20-yard line. Down at the 18 goes Blay. And a first down for Grants Pass. Now in the red zone is Jace Blanchard. Gabe Blay still the back. Flanked on now the right shoulder of Blanchard. Shotgun snap. Out to the left side into the flat. Heavily covered. Dangerous throw. Intended for Aiden Dietz. 2nd down and 10. Blay still the back. Blanchard nearly catches North Salem off guard. And now he snaps it. A little bit of a muff snap, and he was lucky to get that ball back. He falls down right away at the 26-yard line. A lot of ball security issues by both of these teams so far tonight. That might have been the last play of the first quarter. And it will be. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6. Some good offense so far. Both teams moving the ball just fine. but some ball security issues, not interceptions, but turnovers by way of fumbles on both sides so far. And the score is 7-6 as we take a quick break here on the TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by US Cellular at Siskiyou. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard at the end of the first quarter: North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6. Grants Pass has the ball at North Salem's 26-yard line. Trevor Reeves back in the game after a couple nice plays by Gabe Blay, the other back. Third down and long. Blanchard fields the snap. He'll throw it across the middle and nearly caught on the slant, but incomplete, intended for Jackson Tunek. He's been quiet tonight, the number one receiver for this Grants Pass squad. Now an interesting decision. Ball at the 26. Not a spot you want to punt from, but also not an easy spot for many kickers at this level to boot one through. It's a 43-yard field goal from here. So it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field despite the fact that it's going to be a fourth down and about 16. Blanchard fields the snap. Play fake. He rolls to the right. Now he rolls to the left, and he'll just throw it towards the ground. Not great protection there from Grants Pass. He was under duress right away. Lucky it's not a grounding because he was in the pocket, and he just threw it at the ground. I think the referees are talking about it. Yeah, and there's the grounding. Because he was rolling around and he went outside the pocket, and if he would have thrown it away there, would have been clean, but he comes back into the pocket and then he just kind of spikes the football. So that's going to be 15 yards in favor of North Salem. And forgive me, it's not going to be quite 15 yards. It looks like they're going to go about 10 yards, I believe. Maybe just a 5-yard penalty. Regardless, North Salem's going to get the ball at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line, with a 7-6 lead. And here's Josiah Davis bull rushing his way forward, nearly picking up enough for a first down. He'll pick up about 9. Second down and 1. Pistol set, second down and 1. Davis gets it once again. This time he stood up right away. He's not going to have enough for a first down. He's going to lose a yard on this play. It's going to set up a third down and 2. So 3rd down and 2 around midfield for North Salem with 10:45 left to go in the second quarter. Under center now. And the handoff to Wangler this time. And he torpedoes his way forward. Is he going to have enough for a first down? We're yet to see. And just enough. We'll call him the fullback, Wangler. He picks up 2 yards on 4th down and 2. It looks like they might measure this. Or maybe not. The official called for a timeout on the field as if they were about to measure it, but then the chain gang just moved on anyways. So they're going to say 1st down and 10, I believe, unless they're still talking to the chain gang. Now, it looks like they're dealing with some other kind of issue with the chain gang, unrelated to whether that was a 1st down or not. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's been all rushing so far for North Salem's offense, as expected. This is a team that their bread and butter is running the football, specifically with Josiah Davis, and that's what we've seen so far. Only 1 or 2 completed passes for this quarterback, Mane Maliuna, as he throws it deep once again. He's just been a little bit too strong on these throws. That one about 3 yards too far for the intended receiver, Pierce Walker. 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10. Mane Maliuna. A flag comes down on the play, and the throw is going to be too strong for the intended receiver. We'll see what this flag is. It came from the side judge closest to the home sideline, so on this side. It's going to go against North Salem. And it looks like Grants Pass wants to decline it. So it's an illegal procedure against North Salem. Would have set them back 5 yards, but it would have been a replay of the down. And Grants Pass, their head coach, elected to lose the down, but not lose the yardage. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10. Would have been a 2nd down and 15 had he accepted it. Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff. And Josiah Davis got that ball. Josiah Davis bursting out to the left side. I don't know how he got that football. Great play fake by Manu Maliuna. Some kind of trick play. Not a conventional fake. Davis was kind of standing in place, and Mane Maliuna just kind of stuck it in his gut and faked me out. Regardless, Davis picks up even more yards to his night so far. And the ball's at the 30-yard line of Grants Pass. So Mane Maliuna gives it to Davis once again from the 30. And Davis zigzags his way around, but just picks up 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming with 9:45 left to go in the second quarter. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Fueling your adventure to see 21 pilots in Portland. Download the Peak Rewards app to earn free fountain drinks and coffee. North Salem 7, Grants Pass 6. Just over 9 minutes left to play here in this first half. A lovely October night at North Salem High School. Wing T look now for North Salem, and that was Damari Thompson who got it from the right side. A little bit of a trick play there from North Salem, and he'll pick up about 6 yards. So we've seen some different offensive looks here from North Salem. We've seen looks where they have two backs in the backfield, one under center, one slightly off to one side, but that was the first look at a wing T. Two backs on each side, one back right behind the quarterback. But now it's going to be 11 personnel, 10 personnel, one running back, four receivers, 3rd down and 4. Manu Maliona's got one-on-one towards the left side, right through the hands of the intended receiver. That was a perfect pass to Eric Gonzalez. He just couldn't quite hold on. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's going to be a 4th down and 5 from the 25. Definitely the best throw of the night so far from this North Salem quarterback, TC Manu Maliuna II. They're going to go for it just like Grants Pass did around this yard mark. Fourth down and 5 out of the gun. Manu Maliona is facing pressure, and another sack there for Grants Pass. Shot out of a cannon was Gage Blay, Turnover on downs after Grants Pass brought some pressure. And Jace Blanchard and company will take over at the 36-yard line. Bunch look for Grants Pass. One receiver out to the left side is Raiden Takahashi. And a handoff. Reeves torpedoes his way forward. Pick up a 5. This has been a good back and forth game. Seen some turnovers by way of fumbles, and now a couple of turnover on downs, one each. Blanchard from the 40. 2nd down and 5. Slant across the middle. It's intercepted. That ball is intercepted. Wangler for North Salem. Blanchard was looking for the slant pass, and Wangler intervened and intercepted the football, and now another turnover, and North Salem's going to have the football at the 41-yard line. .736 left to go in the first half. Handoff up the middle. Goes to Davis. He'll probably lose a yard on that play. So Grants Pass now has a fumble. They have an interception. And they have a turnover on downs. But on the other side, they've forced a fumble. They've forced a turnover on downs. So a myriad of turnovers so far tonight. And the score remains 7-6 in favor of North Salem after Grants Pass missed the extra point on their first touchdown. Manu Maliuna Gives the handoff. Josiah Davis takes a couple of defenders for a ride down to the 41-yard line. Just a pickup of 2 on that play, and it's going to set up a quick 3rd down and 10. North Salem loves to run the football, and because of that, it's been a pretty quick half so far. Just 6.5 minutes left to play. About 44 minutes into this game. So 11 personnel, 3 receivers out there. It's going to be a screen pass towards the left side. Gonzalez across the 35, cuts it back in. Gonzalez is gone. First catch of the day for Eric Gonzalez, and he takes off for a 43-yard touchdown on 3rd down and 10. His 6th touchdown of the season puts North Salem up 13-6. And here's the extra point by Josiah Davis. And that one is clean. So 14-6 in favor of the home team on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene, as we step aside right here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. My name is Sean McPherson, coming to you live at North Salem High School, Little John Field. Kickoff goes out of bounds from Josiah Davis. Going to be favorable field position for Grant's pass after North Salem on 3rd down and 10. Struck gold with a Eric Gonzalez screen pass, 43 yards to the house. So after the kickoff goes out of bounds and the penalty, Grant's pass is going to receive this football at their own 36-yard line. Down 14-6, 5:50 left to go in the first half. Bunch formation, 1 receiver out to the left side, and a pistol set for the Cavemen. Handoff is going to go to Reeves, looking for the outside, cuts it in, and he is tumbled down around the 42-yard line. Pickup of 5. And that's going to be offsides against North Salem. So first down by way of a 5-yard penalty against the Vikings for Grant's pass coming. It was second down and 5-yard penalty, but they are going to say first down. So fresh set of downs. Now from the 47-yard line. Pistol set, 3 receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left. Reeves moves to the right shoulder of Blanchard. Blanchard's going to take it himself. Backwards pass. And now off to the right side across midfield. About as far away as from me as possible, trying to get a number. It was a 7-yard pickup on a nice screen play. Now a second down and 3. Believe that was Andrew Hampton who caught that last pass. Might have been Jackson Tunnick. And now a timeout for North Salem, a team that jumped off sides on second down and 5 and seems to be a little bit discombobulated right now with 4:41 left to play in the first half. Thanks for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Table Rock Sports thanks our regional sponsors, including our Sherm's Thunderbird in Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate, and Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, great partners in keeping high school athletics streaming for you. Current score, North Salem 14. Grant's Pass 6, but Grant's Pass is driving. They've got a second down and 2. It's now Gage Blay in the backfield for the Cavemen. Shotgun snap, firing it towards the left side. Another dangerous throw into the flat. Intended for Malachi Kenyon, the speedster on this Grants Pass team. Third down. And the third down and 2 carry is going to get shut down right away. So now it's going to be a 4th down and 2 around midfield. We'll see how they handle this one. For now, it looks like the offense is on the field. And it looks like all signs point to them going for this from the 46-yard line. Blanchard with 4:10 left to go in the second quarter. Nearly a jump from North Salem, no call. And a timeout. So they're going to rethink this thing. And ahead of a crucial 4th down and about 3 from about midfield. We will also step aside here on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can.
4th down and 3. Offense still in the field for Grants Pass. Handoff, Blay looking to get outside. It's going to be close. It looks like he's going to have just enough. He picked up 4 on 4th down and 3. And Gage Blay is now going to run off the field, but he did just enough for the first down. Back in comes Trevor Reeves, and the drive continues for the Cavemen with 3:53 left to go in the first half. Cavemen trailing 14-6. Looking for a comeback. And now Blanchard's got plenty of room to run. He's going to do it himself for a first down. He picks up 12 and runs out of bounds just across the 30-yard line. That'll stop the clock at 3:33. Nice heads-up play by the quarterback for the Cavemen. A couple of first downs in a row. Shotgun snap. Reeves up the middle. Burst his way forward for about 7. Clock will continue to tick. Doesn't seem to be much of a problem for Grants Pass yet. Still over 3 minutes left to go in this first half. They have it at the 23. Blanchard out of the gun. 3 receivers off to the right side. Reeves takes the handoff and speeds it outside. And the sweep play will pick up about 5. Move the sticks once again. First down and 10. Now inside the red zone for Grants Pass. .245 left to go in the first half clock. Blanchard hands it off. Weak side sweep once again. Gage Blay. And Grants Pass play by play is just picking up 7 yards, 8 yards every single play. The last 5 or so plays, and they'll settle for 7 yards there. They seem to be hurrying up a little bit to the line. 2nd down and 3 from the 11-yard line. .211 left to go in the first half. Shotgun snap, same play. Blay once again looking for the corner on the right side. This time he picks up just about 1 yard, so they're going to face a 3rd down and about 2 coming up. Inside of 2 minutes from the 11-yard line. They're actually going to call that no gain at all. Looking at about a 3rd down and 4. .90 seconds left to go in this first half. Grants Pass looking for some points. Reeves, handoff up the middle. First down, and he's taken down at the 4-yard line. Stops the clock momentarily at a minute 15. And Grants Pass is going to have a fresh set of downs at the 4-yard line. Now a first down and goal. Impressive drive from the Cavemen. See if they can cap it off. Clock continues to tick. We're now at the 1 minute mark left to go in this first half. We'll see how they manage this. Pistol set. Still 2 timeouts left for the Cavemen. Reeves motions to the left shoulder of Blanchard. Flag comes flying in. 1 yard pickup for now for Reeves. If the flag comes from the white hat in the backfield, you'd assume it's against the offense. Potential holding call here. We'll see if I'm right. And I am right. So back them up all the way to the 15-yard line. Not what Grants Pass wanted here with 42 seconds left. Completely changes the game plan here. They needed just 4 yards to get in. Now suddenly they need 15. They still have those 2 timeouts left in their pocket. But it might be a passing situation now. Clock ticks once again. And nope, it's going to be a handoff. Gage plays, not going to get much. It's been run for Grant's Pass. See if they use a timeout here, and they do. So 1 left by my count. And that clock stomps at 27 seconds. So like I said, it's been a lot of run plays. North Salem, I think by now, it's going to dare them to pass the football. It's been a successful drive for Grant's Pass, but a lot of running. Now they face I see 2nd down and goal from the 14-yard line. Today's game is brought to you by Schlesinger and de Villeneuve, attorneys with practices throughout Southern Oregon, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful and civil behavior at youth sporting events. Both teams back out on the field, 14-6. Grant's Pass would love some points before the half with 27 seconds left in this first half. They have the ball at the 14-yard line. It's going to be a pass. Blanchard has some time. Now he's under duress, and he throws it away. This time he got out of the pocket, and he throws it out of bounds. So an interesting decision coming up. 4th down from the 14-yard line, or 3rd down, excuse me. Pardon me, that was 2nd down, that whole play. So now it's going to be a 3rd down. So to be clear, it's a 3rd down and goal now from the 14-yard line. You'd expect a pass once again from Grant's Pass here. It's Gage play in the backfield, 2 receivers flanked out to the left side, 1 to the near side of the right. They're going to throw it that way. It was a quick slants pass. Intended for Aiden Dietz. No call. Dietz thought he was held. And now here's the decision. 4th down from the 14-yard line. Not sure what the leg is like for the kicker, Aiden Dietz. But they're not going to test it. It would be a 32-yard field goal from here. 4th down, shotgun set. Blanchard, it's got a man. Beautiful throw to the left corner. We'll see what the official says. Touchdown! In the corner of the end zone, Malachi Kenyon found his way open and hauled in a beautiful touchdown pass from Blanchard on 4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. And Grant's Pass inches their way closer, and they're going to try to tie this game up with an extra point, a 2-point conversion, I should say, with 12 seconds left to go in this first half. New back into the game is Reeves. Empty set now as Reeves motions away. Blanchard's going to try to throw it again. He rolls out right and nearly intercepted. So 2 touchdowns for Grant's Pass tonight, but 2 missed extra point attempts. Makes this score 14-12 with just 12 seconds left to play in the first half. So the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 14, Grant's Pass 12. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. As we step aside quickly here on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Kickoff out of the end zone for Grant's pass. North Salem set to receive the football at the 25-yard line. First down and 10, but just 12 seconds left to go in the first half. Thanks for joining us. Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. My name is Sean McPherson here on Play-by-Play tonight. Be sure to stay tuned. Coming up is the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report. And it looks like North Salem is going to kneel this thing out with just 12 seconds, and that they will. So that's going to do it for the first half. A very competitive first half between these two teams that are right next to each other in the standings. With 2 quarters left to play, the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 14, Grants Pass 12. As I previously mentioned, stay tuned. Coming up is the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide, all the sports leagues, classes, and special events, to name a few. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. Take a quick break, and we'll come back for that halftime report right here on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and Every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Hit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome into our Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report. My name is Sean McPherson. Be sure to visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide, all the sports leagues, classes, and special events. To name a few, visit playmedford.com to learn more. As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem leads Grants Pass 14-12. 2 touchdowns apiece for both of these sides. The only difference being the extra points for Grants Pass. They're 0 for 2, while North Salem has booted through both of their PATs. Weird game so far. Quite a few turnovers on both sides. The game starts, and North Salem coughs up the football right away, and Grants Pass goes 18 yards, and they get a 3-yard touchdown by Reeves to make it 6-0. Right after that, they go all the way down the field, does North Salem. Josiah Davis powers the North Salem's way towards a long drive, and he gets a 2-yard score, makes it 7-6. But then after that, it's been a weird game. Couple of fumbles, 2 fumbles so far for North Salem, including a muffed punt and a turnover on downs. Meanwhile, for Grants Pass, they've had a fumble, an interception, and a turnover on downs themselves. So both teams have been trading the football, and while both offenses have been playing some pretty good football, moving the football quite well, we haven't seen too many 3-and-outs. Instead, they've just been finding ways to give the football to the other team. So North Salem striked next on a screen pass. It was a 3rd down and 10, and Eric Gonzalez took the screen pass from Mani Malayuna 43 yards. That made it 14-6, and then Grants Pass on the last possession of the first half went all the way down the field. They converted a 4th down. It was 4th down at about 15, and it was a beautiful throw from Jace Blanchard to Malachi Kenyon in the corner of the end zone. A beautiful catch from Kenyon, and that made the game 14-12. They went for 2. They did not get it, and that's where we find our score. It should be a great second half. We'll see if both teams play a little bit of cleaner football, because the story of this game so far has been the turnovers, and that is what's given both teams some favorable field position. And both teams have definitely been run heavy despite the passing touchdown for North Salem and the passing touchdown by Grants Pass the end of the first half. That'll do it for the first segment of our halftime report, brought to you by PlayMedford.com, Medford Parks and Recreation. Come back and we'll go through over some scores from throughout Special District 1 right here on TableRockSports.net.
You find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for 1 line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just 1. Only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get 1 line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back into our Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Be sure to visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide, all the sports leagues, classes, and special events, to name a few. Visit playmedford.com. During this halftime break, it was actually Josiah Davis, the star running back for North Salem. He was crowned homecoming king, if I heard correctly, just down on the track right below me. So congratulations to Josiah Davis. He's actually in the locker room. Wasn't able to receive his little stash. The homecoming queen did get her stash, and congratulations once again. Was researching some scores from around Special District 1. A shocker right now, I guess if you want to call it a shocker that it's not closer. The top two teams in the conference are facing off tonight, South Medford and Sheldon. The score, Sheldon leads 42-0 over South Medford. Same South Medford team that went to South Salem and got a victory a couple of weeks ago. They trail Sheldon 42-0, so quite evident who the best team in this conference right now is, as Sheldon leads that one. Sprague leads West Salem 14-6. Sprague comes in at 3-2, 1-2 in conference. West Salem still looking for their first win of the season. They trail by 8 at halftime. And halftime over at Spielberg Stadium, North Medford leads 28-0 over Roseburg. I searched and searched and searched, was not able to find the halftime score of South Salem and their opponent tonight, McNary. So I'll continue to look for that one, but those are the scores from around Special District 1. That'll do it for our second segment of the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Current score at halftime as both teams retake the field. North Salem 14, Grants Pass 12, and we'll have all the second half coverage in about 2 minutes right here on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back into Little John Field here at North Salem High School. My name is Sean McPherson, coming to you live at North Salem High School here on a lovely Friday night. Nearly 9 o'clock here on a lovely October night. The score, as you can read on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 14, Grants Pass 12. One of many games going on along the state, across the state, I should say. In 6A Special District 1, read you some of the scores during the halftime show. Most notably, I would argue, is Sheldon leading 42-0 over the other first place, the other undefeated team, South Medford. So that's going on down south. But here at North Salem, Grants Pass is going to receive the kickoff to start the second half. As you can recall from earlier in the game, Grants Pass had a win-win situation to start this game. They kicked off deep, and then North Salem quickly fumbled. So they're going to get the ball once again, Grants Pass, after they took advantage of that fumble to start the game. They went up 6-0, and now they are going to receive the football. So we went over during halftime. Both of these teams have 2 touchdowns. A lot of turnovers in this game, but 2 touchdowns apiece. The only difference in this game is that Grants Pass is 0 for 2 on their extra points, and North Salem has been booting their extra points through. So both teams should retake the field any second now. I want to give a shout out to one of our listeners, Thomas Hart. Says, I really appreciate Table Rock Sports allowing me to watch my son play, even though I'm in the hospital. A bright spot and an otherwise crummy day. Thank you. Well, thank you, Thomas Hart, for listening, and our thoughts go out to you. Hopefully you can enjoy some football the rest of this Friday night. Once again, our thoughts go out to you, Thomas. As both teams retake the field here, Josiah Davis, the running back for North Salem, will kick it off from right to left, from my vantage point at least. Grants Pass trails by 12. They will receive the football to start this second half. So homecoming festivities are concluded. That's what we had during halftime, and we're now ready for some second half football. Bit of a squib kick to the right side, right into the hands of Grants Pass at the 35-yard line. Nice heads-up play by Raiden Takahashi, and somewhat friendly field position for Grants Pass. They'll take over at the 35-yard line. So out comes Jace Blanchard. He had that one touchdown throw on 4th down and 15 with just seconds left to go in the first half. Beautiful corner throw. The end of the first half. It's caught by Malachi Kenyon. And it put this game within a score. They missed the extra point, or they missed the 2-point conversion, would have tied it. First play of the second half is going to be a sweep to the weak side. It was Trevor Reeves, I believe. And he'll lose a yard. Loss of 1 officially. Now under center is Blanchard. Play fake, rolling out to the right side. Blanchard, he's going to let this thing fly, and that's triple coverage interception. Interception across the 30, across the 40, across midfield, out to the left side, breaking another tackle, and across the 35, down at the 31, plus the flag. Potential face mask coming against Grants Pass. The interception and the run was Pierce Walker of North Salem, and we'll see what this call is. If I had to guess, it was a face mask. Maybe a horse collar against Grants Pass, but just a nightmare start to this second half, just like it was a nightmare start to the first half for North Salem. They coughed up the football right after receiving it. And that's the second interception of the day for Jace Blanchard. Looks like that was a face mask, so it was obviously a long return, basically from the 30 to the 30, and then you can add 15 yards to that. So all the way down to the 16-yard line after that interception. Now here's TC Manu Maliuna. Pistol set, handoff. Homecoming king, Josiah Davis. No gain. So both of these teams expect the run. These are two run-heavy teams. So you see Grants pass and North Salem on that last possession, the short possession. Kind of stacked the box, daring the other team to throw. And you saw what happened when North Salem dared Grants pass to throw. Chase Blanchard got to appreciate the ambition going deep. It's a good-looking throw, but the problem was it was in the triple coverage. It was intercepted by Pierce Walker. So 2nd down and 11. And it looks like there's going to be a whistle, dead ball. Delay of game against North Salem. One of those calls you don't see often at this level. There's no play clock that's evident anywhere. The referee's counting it on his hand, but usually the referee will give a warning to the quarterback. You don't have that at the college or NFL level. You have to figure it out for yourself. But at the high school level, they let you know, hey, 5 seconds left. And still the delay of game against North Salem. So 2nd down and 15. Pistol set, Josiah Davis the back, Wangler on the right side of the quarterback. It's going to go to Davis once again, and like I said, Grants pass, expecting a run. And now this is going to be a position where Mane Maliuna, the second, is going to have to throw the football, you'd expect. 3rd down and about 14 from the 21-yard line. Here at the start of this second half. Three receivers flanked out to the right side, one to the left. He will throw into the flat, open receiver, but Mane Maliuna couldn't put it on the spot. It was a little bit too far, intended for the interception man, Walker. And now I think this is 4-down territory for North Salem. It would be about a 38-yard field goal from here. At this level, 38-yard field goal is possible by some teams, but not every team has a kicker that's capable of pretty long field goal, 38 yards. So North Salem's going to stay on the field. 4th down and 15 officially. Same formation, same look. 3 receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left. Davis the back, and movement. So back them up 5 yards. We'll see if this changes the decision at all. It's now going to be a 4th and 20. Because North Salem's had that one explosive play so far, that 43-yard touchdown screen pass to Eric Gonzalez. But other than that, this has been a team that kind of likes to wear you out, give the ball to Davis, and slowly get some yards. So we'll see if that changes here. 4th down and 20 from the 26. Mane Maliuna the second. Under pressure, he's going to go down. So another turnover on downs. Even though the quarterback is dragged all the way down across midfield, they're going to mark him down around the 38-yard line with forward progress. So that's where Grant Pass is going to take over possession. Not the first time we've seen that today. We've seen a couple of turnover on downs because Grant Pass brings the pressure on the obvious passing down. And they're going to take over possession. A defensive battle tonight at Little John Field. First down and 10. Handoff. Gage Blay down at the 38-yard line. Pickup of 3. Tackle is made by Aguilar. So now a 2nd down and 7. 9 minutes left to go in this third quarter. 14-12, in favor of the home team. Handoff across the middle. Goes to Gage play, and just a pickup of about 1, so 3rd down and 6. So we've seen from both of these offenses a lot of run, and then you kind of find yourself in a precarious 3rd down spot. This one not as much so. This is a very reasonable 3rd down, about 3rd down and 6. And so here's a big play for Grant's pass offense. Pressure comes, and dangerous throw. Another great play by Pierce Walker. He had that interception earlier. He nearly had a pick 6 right there. Dangerous pass into the flat. Grant's pass, lucky that wasn't intercepted. And now, interestingly enough, from the 40-yard line, their own 40, they're going to stay on the field as the offense. So here's Blanchard. See if they stick with this decision. And now he's going to back up and he's going to punt this football. No one's back deep for North Salem. A spiraling kick, a really good-looking kick for the quarterback. Takes a favorable Grant's pass bounce and is marked down at the 16-yard line. A great kick from the 40 to the 16. Quick math is going to be up 44 yards. 46 yards. 44 yards. That's my final answer. So back out comes North Salem. We haven't seen a lot of just normal punts tonight. We've seen a lot of possessions end with a turnover of some sort. Under center, Mani Maliuna the second. Handoff up the middle, Wangler. The fullback, he takes it about 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. $7:40 left to go in this third quarter. And now here's this wing T look once again for North Salem. We've seen this a couple times tonight. It's going to be a jet sweep out towards the left side and taken down at the 26-yard line. A solid effort there from Damari Thompson. It's going to be a 1st down. It was a 7-yard carry on 2nd down and 6. Just enough for the 1st down. And North Salem not afraid to show that wing T look where there's 2 backs on basically the tight end spot, right behind the tight end. And then we'll fullback behind the quarterback. But now they go back to their normal look. Pistol set. Davis, handoff. Nothing going for him so far in the second half. He gets nothing on that play, maybe a yard. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9. They'll say he loses 1, not gains 1. So 2nd down and 11. Josiah Davis, we were looking up at halftime. He's a 3-star prospect. Still waiting for some offers. He did make a visit to Oregon, but no offer from Oregon yet. But he's looking to play some college ball senior year. Wing T look once again. Fake the handoff Davis. Roll out to the weak side towards the left side. And a deep throw. This one's caught. Gonzalez. He had 1 man to beat. And he's going to be taken down at the 18-yard line. A deep ball connection from Mane Maliuna, the second, to his main receiver, Eric Gonzalez. The second hookup of big yardage tonight between those two. The first was a 43-yard screen pass touchdown in the first half. And now, just like that, all the way inside the red zone goes North Salem. Beautiful throw by TC Mane Maliuna II. Pistol set. Davis. Can he get something going? Grant's pass stands him up once again. Nothing going in this second half for Josiah Davis. One of the leading rushers in the whole state. 7th in the state in rushing yards. 6th in the state in rushing touchdowns. He added one in the first half. But so far, Grant's pass stacking the box, which opens up plays like we just saw. Not letting Josiah Davis beat them. 2nd down and 11. And a jet sweep. It's going to be Gonzalez. And he loses a yard. Beautiful defense and a beautiful shoestring tackle by Troy Osborne, number 10 for Grant's pass. Sets up a 3rd down and 12. So now a new set of receivers comes in the game for North Salem, and you'd have to think that on 3rd down and 12, this is 1, 4-down territory, and 2, probably a passing situation for North Salem. Third down and 12. Mane Maliuna, another connection. This time a different receiver. And he is going to get a gang tackled at the 10-yard line. That one was number 7, Pierce Walker. He was dragged down at the 10. So now it's going to be a more reasonable 4th down. 4th down at about 5. A couple new players come in. 2 new subs. Don't think that means a field goal here. I think the offense is going to be running a play. But new personnel. Wangler is going to be the back lined up directly next to the quarterback. Josiah Davis, a couple yards behind Mane Maliuna. And a shotgun snap. Here comes pressure once again. Grant's pass looking for a play. They get it to Davis. And once again, Davis is pummeled right away. And that is a turnover on downs. So we've seen 3 or 4 times tonight, 4th down, North Salem goes for it, and they bring the house. And that time it wasn't a sack, but it definitely caused that play to break down, and Josiah Davis was able to catch kind of a hanging ball. But then he gets pummeled right away and gets no yardage, and Grant's pass gets a valuable stop. But they're at their own 10-yard line. 3rd quarter, 3:48 left to go. Belay, weak side, looking for some room, and he gets flipped at the 15-yard line. Somersaults his way down after a 5-yard pickup. It's been a 2-headed monster tonight with Trevor Reeves and Gage Blay leading the Grant's pass offense. 3 yards, not 5 on that first play. This time Blanchard's going to throw. Screen pass. Blay, a little bit of room in front of him. He gets a 1st down, looking for more, and he's spun around at the 27-yard line. Pickup of about 15 on that play. Moves the sticks for Grant's pass. Shotgun snap, weak side handoff, Gage Blay, and he will be stood up after a pickup of about 3. Maybe 1. Can never trust my initial yardage estimation. I'll wait for the official to put it down, and I'll give you a more accurate description of what happened on that play. It was a 1-yard pickup. 2:20 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Play action, and Blanchard's going to throw it away. And a flag comes flying in. He was out of the pocket, if you ask me. See what this call is. He got called for a grounding earlier, but this doesn't look like a grounding situation. This looks like a different kind of call. And I think it's going to go against North Salem. No, I'm incorrect. It's going to go against Grants Pass, but this penalty is going to be declined. Believe the call was an eligible man downfield. But regardless, it's going to be declined, and it's 3rd down and 9. If you're Grants Pass, just don't turn the ball over here. You can live with a punt. Pistol set. Blanchard. Pressure comes. A throw into the flat. A lot of space. 1st down for now. A flag is called. He broke the tackle. And Reeves is off to the races. To the 10. And dragged down at the 3-yard line. So there's a flag all the way back at the 24. A weird play. Everyone thought the play was over, but Reeves broke that tackle. It doesn't look like this is going to stand. It looks like this is going to come back, if I'm reading the body language of both teams. And it is indeed coming back. We'll see what the call is. Holding against Grants Pass. So 2 penalties in a row for the Cavemen. They had a good-looking throw into the flat there to their tailback, Reeves. So it's one of those plays where head coach Brad Page is not happy. Had the 1st down. Instead, you move 10 yards back and you have to try again. Third down and 24. Third and 31, excuse me. Blanchard, he's got plenty of time. He'll throw it across the middle. Open man. Would have nearly had enough, but instead it goes through the hands of the intended receiver. There's a flag down on the play. A couple of banged up players. Both number 7s. Malachi Kenyon was the intended receiver, and Pierce Walker. Those 2 players collided. Walker's still down on the field, and he's getting stretched out. It looks like it might be a cramp situation for Pierce Walker. Malachi Kenyon was able to get off the field under his own power, but he looks a little bit shook up on the other sideline. So they're able to get Pierce Walker up. Fans, it is time to get you back in the game as an official. There's a critical need in all sports right now. Go to osaa.org and click on the blue Become an Official button to learn more. We hope to see you back on the field or court soon. So after that long 3rd down, they're going to replay this down after there was a penalty against North Salem. Third down and 9 now for Blanchard. Much more reasonable 3rd down attempt after the 15-yard penalty, and they'll get it to the receiver out in the left flat. And trying to get enough yardage was a new receiver for Grants Pass, Troy Osborne, and he's going to be just short. So it's going to set up a reasonable fourth down attempt, but a dangerous fourth down attempt. And Grant's past his own territory from the 36-yard line. Here's a 4th down and 2. An aggressive move, and once again, the quarterback, Blanchard, is going to back up a couple steps and punt it away with no one back. Very smart coaching there. And once again, it's an impressive punt for the Cavemen. Down to the 14-yard line. And that is where North Salem will take over after a little bit of a wacky couple of plays there. The score remains North Salem 14. Grants Pass 12 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott of Medford, Eugene, and Ashland. No points so far in this second half. Halftime score was 14-12, and with a minute and 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter, that remains the score. Wangler takes the first down carry. North Salem's offense has not had much going besides that deep throw in this third quarter. About a yard from Wangler on the first down run. 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Second down and 9. Handoff, Davis out of the wing T, gets it towards the right side and bounces off a couple of defenders and is taken down at the 25. It gets about 4. It sets up a 3rd down and 5 from the 20. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters, your score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Salem 14. Grants Pass 12. Just a couple of missed PATs is the difference between these two teams tonight. And we have a great fourth quarter ahead here at North Salem High School at Little John Field. Some 6A Special District 1 action on a lovely Friday night as we take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back. Little John Field, start of the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 3. And a screen pass. It's caught by Wangler. He's got some room in front. Across the 40 and taken down by a couple of Grants Pass defenders at the 42-yard line. A big-time first down conversion to start this fourth quarter for the North Salem Vikings. Thanks for joining us. Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. North Salem 14, Grants Pass 12, the start of this fourth quarter. Pistol set. And a handoff. Josiah Davis still looking to get going here in the second half after a really impressive first half for the star running back for the Vikings. Gets about 1 on first down. Reminder, both these teams come into this game right next to each other in the standings. Would be tied in the standings record-wise if Grants Pass was able to win this game. Davis gets the handoff once again. A little more yardage than he's been getting in the second half. Gets about 5 on that play. Rumbles forward to the 50-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 5, and there's an injured Viking down on the field. Looks like an offensive lineman for the Vikings. As they attend to him, we'll take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
So the injured North Salem Viking able to get off the field with the help of one trainer. Good sign. And a 3rd down and 4 upcoming for the North Salem offense. Currently at midfield with a 14-12 lead with 10:36 left to go in this ball game. Thanks for joining us here on TableRockSports.net. I'm Sean McPherson. Under center, Manu Maliuna. Handoff, Josiah Davis. Gang tackled by Grants Pass. We'll see where they mark this one. It looks like he's going to be at least a yard short, and it's going to be a 4th down and 1. So an obvious go-for-it situation for North Salem. Can Grants Pass get off the field once again? We've seen them bring pressure on 4th downs and have some success, but this is a different kind of 4th down. It's 4th and 1. You'd expect a run play here for North Salem. Wing T offense, handoff, the fullback, Wangler, going to be awfully close. We'll see where they mark him as the play finally ends. Grants Pass thinks they got the stop. We'll see how the referees mark this one. Grants Pass still thinks they got the stop. Referees yet to make a decision, and Grants Pass with a huge 4th down stop. They have been so good on 4th downs tonight. By my count, that's the 4th turnover on downs for North Salem. And it was 4th and 1. That's the most impressive 4th down stop for the Cavemen tonight. And it keeps North Salem off the board in the second half still. No points yet in the second half as Grants Pass takes over possession. Their own 47-yard line. 9:41 left to play here at North Salem High School as Blay gets the handoff, and he doesn't have much going. Just a yard for Gage Blay. Very similar offenses. Both teams want to run and wear you down and then catch you off guard with a pass every once in a while. But second half down, it seems like both defenses have adjusted nicely. Not willing to give up any yardage. Stacking the boxes, daring the quarterbacks to throw. See what Grants Pass is able to carve up here As they hand it off once again, a different running back. Reeves is spun down, loses a yard. 3rd down and 10, just like that. From the 47-yard line. Shotgun look, Blanchard. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Back is Reeves. Blanchard fires it. Receiver wasn't looking for it, and a flag comes down from all the way across the field. The official closest to us, even though the play transpired at the farthest sideline. We'll see what this call is. It's going to go against the offense. So it's going to stick with 4th down. And you see it declined by North Salem because it would have been a 3rd down and long. Instead, they want 4th down and 10. The offense stays on the field. Grant's pass. So here's Blanchard from the 47-yard line. Going forward on 4th down, and once again, he takes those couple steps back. He's going to punt it, and now he's going to run it. It's a fake punt, and he's looking for his man. Incomplete. So this whole second half, Grant's pass has been lining up like they're going to go for it, and then the quarterback ends up punting it. They showed that look once again. You expect a punt. He rolls out. He throws it to a receiver that wasn't on the same page, and they turn it over on downs. So these teams continue to stop each other on 4th down, and North Salem's going to get the football back just barely in Grant's pass territory at the 47-yard line. .8:29 left to go in this one. North Salem with the football. In Grant's pass territory, they lead by 2. Wengler gets the handoff, breaks a couple of tackles, finally goes down, but he only got about a yard. Very little offensive productivity in this second half for both of these teams. It seems like both of these teams have been able to predict the play calls, especially early in the possession. Second down, play action this time, a throw into the flat. Gonzalez catches it and is dragged down just before the stick. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1 upcoming, but oftentimes this second half you've seen run on 1st down, run on 2nd down, and then suddenly, because the other team's stacking the box, it's an obvious passing down and it's a 3rd down and long. North Salem, I think, starting to figure it out a little bit offensively, passing on 2nd down that time and to a wide open receiver. But they still face a 3rd down and 2. Stack receivers to the weak side. Davis stood up. Josiah Davis continues to struggle here in the second half. 4th down and 2. No gain on that play. Maybe even lost a yard. And can Grant's pass do it again? They've had, I believe, 4 4th down stops tonight. They've been resilient on 4th down. Even in these short yardage situations. It's a 4th down and 3. Personnel changes for North Salem. Ball at Grant's passes 40-yard line. 6:54 left to go. And a timeout is taken by North Salem. Jeff Flood, the head coach, wants to talk some things over. Ahead of a crucial 4th down and 3. We step aside here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral.
Big play coming up. 4th down and 3 from the 40-yard line. North Salem's going to go for it. Grant's pass wants another 4th down stop. They trail by 2. Jet sweep. Couple of fakes, and Grant's pass has another stop. Another 4th down stop for the Cavemen. They faked the sweep to the left side and gave it to Davis, and once again Davis was stood up by the Grants pass defense. And now it's up to the Grants pass offense to help the defense out. It's the second straight short yardage 4th down stop for the Cavemen, who are now going to get the football at their own 41-yard line. What can Jace Blanchard and this offense do? Down by 2 with 6:44 left to go in this football game. Trevor Reeves, the back, 2 receivers out to the left side. Reeves is going to get it. Weak side sweep, and he barrels his way down to the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Pistol set. Plenty of time for the trailing Cavemen. Down by 2. 6:20 left to go in this game. Reeves. Nothing going there. So it's a run on 1st down, run on 2nd down, and maybe in a little bit of a better spot if you're Grants pass. They face a 3rd down and 5, but still a tough ask for Jace Blanchard when you run on the first couple of plays and don't have much success to make a play on 3rd down. We'll see if he has to. 3rd down and 5 will keep the defense guessing a little bit. Inside of 6 minutes, he will pass. Blanchard. Pressure comes. He throws it across his body. Caught. And looking for the 1st down stick. Not quite going to get there. Troy Osborne made the catch, the big tight end. And now it's going to be a 4th down and 2 right around midfield. 4th down and 3, it looks like. Looked like a big play. How far Blanchard was back behind the line of scrimmage might deceive you a little bit. It was just a 2-yard pickup. Offense stays on the field. 4th down and we'll call it 4. Blanchard's going to pass once again. Better protection. One man chasing him. He's going to throw it all the way down the field, and that is caught. Malachi Kenyon dives for the football at the 20-yard line. Another miraculous hookup from Blanchard to Kenyon. It's a huge pickup on 4th down and short. Grants pass wants to hurry up. They have plenty of time. They trail by 2, 5:20 left to go. Weak side sweep. Once again, here's Gage Blay. Gets a quick 5. The end of the first half, 4th down and 15. Blanchard finds Kenyon, the corner of the end zone, to put the Cavemen within 2. And then this time, 4th down and 3, a huge deep pass on 4th and 3 from Blanchard to Kenyon. And now suddenly, Grant's pass, an offense that's been struggling in the second half, finds themselves in the red zone, opportunity to go up. Reeves this time gets the handoff. A 2nd down run, gets about 4. It's going to be, from my vantage point, about a 3rd down and 1. Yep, 3rd down and 1 upcoming from the 12-yard line. 4:20 left to go in this football game. Third down and 1 under center. Blanchard, potential QB sneak here. Nope, he's going to hand it off. Trevor Reeves powering his way through. We'll see if he has enough. It looks like it. And he does. He got 2 on third down and 1. Move the chains. We'll see how they mark this. Is it going to be a goal-to-go situation? It is. So first down and goal from the 10-yard line for Grants Pass. They're comfortable running some time off this clock. There's 3:40 left to go. Down by 2. Here's Blanchard. Gives it to Blay. Barrels his way forward to the 5, maybe 6-yard line. Grants Pass, their ideal situation, as we have a whistle for an injured player. Ideal situation for Grants Pass as they continue to run the ball, move up the field, move closer to that end zone, but continue to take time off the clock. Give North Salem and their offense as little time as possible. So as they attend to the injured player, we'll take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net. Got a second and goal upcoming.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it.
Welcome back into Little John Fields. We're in crunch time here at North Salem High School. Grants Pass knocking on the door, looking to take the lead. They trail by 2 currently. Here's a second down and goal. I formation, give it to Reeves. Torpedoes his way forward, down around the 2-yard line. So 3 or 4 there on second down and goal. They'll call him down at the 3. So interesting situation here. Do you continue to run the ball, or is this where you have to get a little more creative if you want to get in the end zone? Because North Salem is stacking that box. We're inside of 3 minutes. I formation once again. Reeves gets it. Same play. North Salem sees it coming. They stand him up in the backfield, but Reeves refuses to go down. Is he in the end zone? No, they call him just short. I think he ended up in the end zone, but they call his forward progress down around the 2. They called the play dead. In fact, they called him down at the 2.5. So we'll learn how much Brad Page trusts his kicker. We've yet to see them kick a normal field goal. In fact, they're 0 for 2 on PATs tonight. So a very precarious spot for Page, who's standing next to the side official. Might we see a timeout here ahead of this 4th down and goal? This might be the game right here. Minute 50 left to go. There's been so much time off this play clock, you expect there to be a timeout. Grants Pass doesn't look like they're going to run a play, and now Brad Page, the first-year head coach, uses a timeout with 1:42 left to go. So he uses the timeout. He runs as much time off the clock. So now he's in a situation that it makes this 4th down very dire. Makes it less likely that Grants Pass, if they were to fail this, would get the ball back with a reasonable amount of time. So a huge spot coming up, and we'll keep it here on TableRockSports.net. Tickets are on sale now for the Medford Sports Hall of Fame induction banquet, October 22nd at the Rogue Valley Country Club. Social hour at 5. Dinner and awards begin at 5. Go to medfordparksfoundation.org and click the Events tab. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family-run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and community. So here's the situation here at North Salem High School. It's been a fun game, a little bit of a sloppy game for both of these teams. A lot of turnovers, a lot of turnover on downs for each side. Grants Pass knocking on the door, but they need to finish the job here. Minute 42 left to go in this ballgame. They trail by 2, a 4th down. We haven't seen Grants Pass have much success in their kicking game, and that's why they're still in the field. 4th down, pistol set. Reeves moves to the left side of Blanchard. Out of the gun, bad snap, high snap, Blanchard in trouble. Got to have a miracle here. He finds some space, fires it, touchdown! What a play! Chase Blanchard was in all sorts of trouble. He spun away from all sorts of Vikings and threw an absolute missile to the back of the end zone for Grants Pass to take the lead. I believe it was Luke Morgan who made that grab. I'll look for confirmation on that one. 18-14, and a whistle blown down. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. A false start. So up to interpretation if Grants Pass is going for this because they don't trust their kicker or because they want to make it a 6-point game if North Salem happened to score and couldn't make their PAT. Probably a little bit of both. But now they're going to have to do it from the 8-yard line after the false start. 7.5-yard line, we'll call it. A miracle play on 4th down by Blanchard. Kyler Murray-esque. Bad snap, broken protection, broken down play completely. Throws it across his body. Beautiful throw the back of the end zone. And now here's the 2-point conversion. It's a screen pass. And is he in? Still awaiting. Still waiting to see if he was in or not. Referee doesn't seem to know. The side referee that had the call has... No, it's not a matter of that. There's a penalty down. Once again against Grants Pass. So at first I thought we were waiting for the call on the screen pass to see if the receiver was in or not, and that the referee was taking a while to decide. But instead there was a flag on the play, and now it looks like Grants Pass is going to have to go for this from the 24-yard line. But I wouldn't put it against them, as Grants Pass has been clutch on every single huge play here, especially on 4th downs, offensively and defensively. Minute 35 left to go in the 4th quarter. Here's the 2-point conversion after a miraculous play by Jace Blanchard. And I believe it was Luke Morgan who was the receiver. Try to get clarification on that during the next break. Quite far away from me. So here's the 2-point conversion after a couple of penalties. They're doing it from the 25-yard line. Play motions out, empty set. Pressure comes. Blanchard throws it towards the end zone, and it's going to be picked off. Doesn't really matter, but it is going to be picked off in the end zone. Nice play there by Braxton Singleton. So the score is going to stay 18-14. Minute 35 left to go. North Salem haven't seen much of their offense here in this second half. It's been some quick possessions for North Salem. North Salem going to get a chance to go down the field with their offense and try to win this game here in the fourth quarter. Did get clarification or confirmation that it was Luke Morgan. Just as I thought, that caught that touchdown pass. So Grants Pass has scored 3 touchdowns tonight. 2 of those have been fourth down passes by Jace Blanchard. Fourth and long passes. The first one was a 4th and 15. It was a beautiful throw into the corner of the end zone, end of the first half. The last one was not a long pass. It was from the 2, maybe 3-yard line, but it was a broken play, and Blanchard made some magic. So here comes the kickoff. Beats kicks it away. And this is going to be muffed, picked up, and the kickoff return is going to be taken down at the 14-yard line. It was Damari Thompson. Crisis averted, nearly coughed that thing up. So out comes the offense. TC Manu Maliuna with 1:28. Has to go down 86 yards to try to win this football game. Field goal won't cut it. It's a 4-point deficit for the home team. A great crowd here in attendance. Really on both sides. Not an easy travel by Grants Pass all the way down in Medford. But they made it up to Salem, looking for their cavemen to get the victory. But North Salem, great crowd here as well. We'll see. It's going to be a timeout against Grants, or used by Grants Pass. So Grants Pass will talk things over. 1:28 left to go. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line for North Salem. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, and business needs. Locally owned, family-run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Great sponsors keep the games coming for you, including Conjure Morris Funeral Directors, with a full range of planning and hometown heartfelt help through a difficult process. And by Travel Medford and Sports Ground, where the best West Coast comes to play. Here we go, 1st down and 10 for the trailing Vikings. It's going to be a deep ball, looking for Gonzalez. And the quarterback, Mane Maliuna, airmailed that one. Too far for the number 1 receiver, Eric Gonzalez. Saw them hook up earlier in the second half on a deep ball like that one. Grants Pass maybe sitting back a little bit. Protecting against deep balls like that. 1:23 left to go in this fourth quarter. Davis is the back. We saw him have a huge first half, but he's been slow. He's been quiet in this second half. Pressure comes, having to make a play. Manu Maliuna is sacked, losing about 4 yards. He broke the pocket, but was eventually taken down by the Grants Pass defense, and now I believe we have a timeout for North Salem. We do. Timeout for the Vikings ahead of a 3rd down and 14 in a dire situation for the home team. And just as a reminder, coming into this game, North Salem was 4-1 with a 2-1 conference record, and right behind them in this conference standings, Grants Pass 3-2, 1-2 in conference. So a win here by Grants Pass would tie these two teams up in the standings. The top of the conference, we know that Sheldon was just throttling South Medford. Those are the two 5-0 teams in this conference. So Sheldon's going to be alone at the top. It's 42-0 at halftime. And then it was North Medford. And it was South Salem, 3rd and 4th. And then these two teams came in 5th and 6th. And I'll tell you what, folks. I mean, I was at South Salem a couple weeks ago, and I watched South Salem hold a 49-0 lead at halftime against this Grants Pass team. A couple weeks later, it's a much improved team under first-year head coach Brad Page. Much improved from just a couple of weeks. See if they can hold on here in North Salem. And a little bit of a weird play there. It was a run play. And that one is going to be stood up in the backfield. So now, about as dire gets for North Salem. 4th down and 20, 45 seconds left to go. This could be the last chance for North Salem. 3 receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap, screen pass dropped. And that is basically going to do it. Grants Pass, courtesy of multiple 4th down stops and a couple of heroic 4th down touchdown passes, is on their way to a victory and on their way to climbing in the standings, moving to 2-2 in conference play as soon as this thing's done. They're going to have the ball at the 5-yard line. By my count, North Salem has used one of their 3 timeouts. So they'd have 2 left. And you'd expect just victory formation here for the Cavemen. And that's what I'm seeing. So there's the first knee. We'll see how North Salem plays this. Looks like they might not even try to use those timeouts. And that's going to do it. Ten seconds left to play, but this thing is all but over. Grants Pass walks out of here with an 18-14 victory. It wasn't a pretty game. Not at all. But Grants Pass made the necessary plays offensively and defensively. They fought their way through turnovers. And they were down 14-6 in the first half and managed to walk out of here. And they'll improve to 4-2 on the season, 2-2 in conference. Meanwhile, North Salem will fall to 4-2 on the season, 2-2 in conference. The tiebreaker will have Grants Pass leading in the special district standings. What a game. Looking forward to breaking this thing down on our post-game show. But for now, we'll take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net. Welcome into the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing in the culture of youth sports for the better. A recap of how this thing went down as Grants Pass comes in. They come up north to North Salem, and they pull off the upset over the North Salem Vikings. A look at the team there celebrating their victory. A lot of turnovers in this game. Each team had some fumbles. Each team had some turnover on downs. Jace Blanchard, the quarterback for Grants Pass, threw a couple of interceptions in this game, but in the second half, after it was 14-12 at halftime in favor of North Salem, it was a little bit of a slower second half for both offenses, but Grants Pass just continued to bend and not break. In fact, they played really well defensively in the second half, outside of a couple of deep balls that they allowed. But every fourth down, no matter how short it was, Grants Pass seemed to step up big. And then on the other side of the football, it was a Caveman squad that wasn't moving the ball very well. It continued to be 14-12, And after quite a few punts and even some turnovers in the second half, it finally took one drive to go all the way down the field. It was a big fourth down conversion to get them all the way down to the 20-yard line. And then it was slowly building their way towards the 2-yard line, where they found kind of the climax of this game at the 2-yard line. It was a broken play, 4th and goal. If North Salem gets the stop, they're probably walking out of here with a victory. But instead, after a high snap and then kind of a broken protection, Jace Blanchard runs back about 10, 15 yards and finally fires one across his body, and he hooked up with his tight end, Luke Morgan, catching that touchdown. And that was one of two fourth down touchdown throws. The other one came in the first half from Jace Blanchard, corner of the end zone. Malachi Kenyon caught the first one. So Blanchard maybe didn't play his best game, in my opinion. They were running the football a lot. The offense wasn't moving that well outside of a couple of plays, but Blanchard stepped up when he needed to, and the defense for Grants Pass stepped up when they needed to. And now suddenly this is a Grants Pass team that last season was 1-8. They make a coaching change. John Musser, no longer the coach after 14 seasons. They bring in Brad Page. In one win last year, they already have 4 wins this year, so much improved is Grants Pass. Meanwhile, for North Salem, a great game played by them tonight. No points in the second half. Some good offensive production in the first half, but that came by way, really, of their star running back, Josiah Davis. He was so good in the first half. He had one of those 2 touchdowns. The other one went to Eric Gonzalez on a screen pass. But Josiah Davis, you could tell that Grants Pass made it their objective to really stuff Josiah Davis in the second half. He had nothing going. They stacked the box, and they forced North Salem with their quarterback, TC Maliuna, to throw the football, and they had some success, but again, they continued to get stopped on fourth down by a resilient Grants Pass squad. So North Salem still a very successful season so far under head coach Jeff Flood. Walked into this game with a 4-1 record, and they were 2-1 in conference play. They'll drop to 4-2 and 2-2, and we'll see what their ranking what happens with their ranking. That was currently number 25 in OSAA. Technically an upset here. Number 29 in the OSAA takes down number 25 in the OSAA rankings on North Salem's turf. So a great football game tonight. Thank you for joining us all night. Again, the final score, as you can see it on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 18, North Salem 14. And we'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank the North Salem High School Athletic Director for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And today's broadcast, special thanks to both head coaches. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 18, North Salem 14. It's been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer has been Joe Brett. with TableRockSports.net. I am Sean McPherson saying thanks for watching and a good night from North Salem High School in Salem, Oregon. Final score, Grants Pass 18, North Salem 14. Have a great night, everybody.